I met this actor at a cafe once. He was journaling in his diary, sipping on his protein shake, sitting by himself. He was an action hero and he had already made his debut. And he was quite charming, well-spoken, well-built. I could tell he wasn't like this when he must have started out. He had worked on himself to reach there. And he had a very promising future. He would train martial arts 3 hours every day with one of the best trainers in town. He had stopped eating rice to get his abs right, and he had been sleeping at 9 a.m. and waking up at 4 a.m. every day to train for the last 4 years of his life. I was thoroughly impressed by his dedication until he said this: happiness is an everyday process. You have to keep at it. And that's when I realized he was also hustling to stay happy. And that's hard. See, being busy working all the time is not sexy. But many people believe it to be true. They wear it like a badge of honor. They're the ultimate hustlers who don't have time for anything else in the world. But in reality, it's an indication that you're enslaved and you let it happen to yourself willingly. If you think that makes you efficient, it doesn't. It only makes you someone trying to kill time by working hard every day. Hustling does sound cool on paper, and it helps a great deal starting out. But it often equates to pushing yourself to do something that is bound to burn you out, unless you find real meaning in your pursuit. Before all the hustlers hound me and give me lessons on hard work, let me try and make you look at it another way. With time, shouldn't you be optimizing for greater output with less input to increase your efficiency? See, efficiency and hustling don't really go hand in hand, and you need to pick what you're aiming for. Let me put it simply. The first ever episode I wrote for a TV show got me 3 weeks to get approved, more than a dozen rounds of feedback. It was excruciating to say the least. 3 years later, I wrote the last episode for the same show, got it approved in 3 hours with 0 rounds of feedback. See, in those 3 years, I focused on how I could do my job faster and save time to pursue other things in life without compromising on my quality. And that's my first instinct at any gig. Am I not giving 100%? Of course I am. But I'm not trading it with my time. I'm creating these effective levers, pulleys and axles that make my job easier. And here's what I care about more, is my output 100%. Change your mindset, and you'll find yourself hacking and breaking through that matrix that tells you to stay busy to feel better yourself all the time. You'll be able to take up more gigs, juggle multiple projects, expand your vision effectively if you learn this hack. That's why I'm not a hustler, I'm an optimizer. And there's a difference. Cheers guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.